Frank was out bowling, and Marsha had planned to go over to her sister's house. But it was so hard to give up Let's Make a Deal. The daytime show gave away such piddling prizes compared to the big show. And Saturday night wouldn't come around again for another week.
She debated a minute or two, called her sister to say she wasn't feeling well, and fixed herself a TV dinner. While it was cooking, she slipped into the old gold lame dress she only wore when Frank wasn't around.
Eating as quickly as she could, because it was almost time for Let's Make a Deal. She hurried into the living room and turned on the television.
Propping some pillows up against the couch, she laid down on the floor, tidied her dress around her, and waited for the timpani roll that started the show. There it was. The show was starting.
She could hear the audience screaming, and host Monty Hall came onto the screen. Monty began walking down the aisle, and everybody was jumping up and down, waving their signs and yelling,
Pick me! Pick me! Pick me! Pick me! Pick me!
yelled Marsha. But Monty didn't hear her. So she stepped into the television set. When Marsha arrived on the screen, Monty was still walking down the aisle, talking to a man dressed as a carrot, shaking hands with a lady covered with record albums. But he hadn't chosen anyone yet for a deal. So
Marsha yelled louder than she'd ever yelled before.
And Monty heard her. Monty asked Marsha her name and hometown.
She told him, her heart beating so fast she thought it would cave in.
Then he asked her if she wanted a free sample from a special tray Jay, the announcer, was holding.
Yes, she said, barely breathing.
Monty asked Jay for a free sample, and in less than a minute, Marsha was holding a free bottle of tomato juice.
Her heart leapt.
Monty gave away another free sample, a can of cleaning wax, and then told the audience both free samples went with something else. Turning first to the man holding the can of cleaning wax, Monty asked if he would sell it for $500 or take a chance on what was behind the curtain on stage. The audience began shrieking. Don't sell! Don't sell! The man said he wouldn't sell. Monty offered him $1,000 and he still wouldn't sell. Finally, the curtain opened and the man with the cleaning wax won glasses and china and a whole new dining room set. He'd won $1,423.74 worth of prizes.
It was Marsha's turn then, and Monty was so close to her and so handsome, she thought she might faint.
Marsha, look at that box,
he said, pointing at a big cardboard box on the stage.
Whatever's in that box goes with the tomato juice. Now think about it, Marsha. It could be an old tire, but it could be something worth thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars, murmured Marsha.
But Monty was still talking. Want to keep the juice and the box, or sell it all to me for $500?
I'll keep what I have, said Marsha, crossing her arms. She wouldn't trade away a prize that might be worth thousands of dollars.
$750? Asked Monty, waving a stack of $50 bills at her.
No.
Said Marsha.
No.
You're sure? Monty asked one last time.
Marsha nodded vigorously. She was sure.
Okay, Monty said. Let's look in the box!
A pretty girl on stage opened the box. It was empty.
Oh. Marsha, nothing's in the box. said Monty, and he smiled.
Marsha felt tears forming behind her eyes.
But look at what's behind the box. And then the pretty girl moved the box aside to reveal an oven and a refrigerator and a dishwasher.
It happened! She had made the right decision. She had won the deal. Oh, tears rolled down her cheeks, smearing her makeup, and she was jumping up and down, hugging Monty, giggling and shaking her head.
Meanwhile, Jay was telling her all about the wonderful features on her new appliances, like a king-size double oven and an ice maker. The dishwasher even had a food warmer on top. Her prize was worth $1,663.42.
Just then, Marsha looked out into the TV camera and saw her husband Frank was coming into the house. She was so excited. Frank! Frank, look at me! I won a refrigerator and a dishwasher and a stove. There's an automatic ice maker and everything. It's worth more than $1,000. Frank!
Yeah, Frank wasn't looking. He was calling out Marsha's name and waiting for an answer. When there was no response, he was relieved, because he was so tired, he just wanted to go to sleep. He hoped she'd decided to stay overnight at her sister's place.
Then, as he started to undress for bed, he noticed the television set was still on.
He got mad. It was enough the damn thing played all day and night when Marsha was home. Annoyed, he went over to the set and turned it off. Too quickly to see Marsha's face turn white and frightened. Too fast to hear her screaming. Too fast to see her face narrow to a small light dot on the dark screen. But the pounding noise from the set kept him awake most of the night.